were first coming down, I don't remember if it was General Horner, but it was like, hey, I want you guys to have a plan after the first couple of days. Once we've destroyed everything, we're going to load bombs on everybody.
Oh,
And Biggs goes, hey, you guys start working that out. And we're like, we were already coming to, well, then the weapons guys got to get checked. None of our guys here have ever put a bomb together. Our guys haven't dropped bombs, but then it was like you said. So we all here's all the reasons that it's not smart for us to do this because we're going to be slaying fighters left and right, this and that. By day three, I go back and talk to Big. I said, "Hey, that thing about the bombs, you think you could?" Because we're just airborne out there at 30. We could just do our whole mission, and right at the end, give us two targets, and we'll go plink, plink, boom, boom. Blow some stuff up, and then we're on our way back home. This wouldn't be that hard. And then he brought it back over, and hey, y'all want us to load up some bombs? We're ready. And they're like, "Nah, we don't need you." So you know,
wow. That's
that
the
was a
first time I've ever heard that.
yeah, that was. I mean, it was one of those kind of off the cuff, and like I said, we fought so hard against it up front, gave them all the right reasons, and in retrospect, we would have loved to do it because seeing stuff blow up is
Okay,
nice.
so quick diversion before you get back with the kill story. But so what about ground strafing?
Well, our guns can it up
Yeah.
for air to air, so we have up 2 degrees. So you're behind somebody, obviously you always have to pull lead. You want to get your nose out. Well, F4 guys, they're pretty smart. They go, hey, could we get the gun canted up a little bit? Because that way, while we're tracking them, we don't have to pull as much lead. And so that's how we train. But we would always go out when we fly low level. One of the things you do, you use a dead eye reticle and you'd set it at, I can't remember, minus 260 or whatever. There was a setting that basically you could come in and at, 8 mils low and at 500 feet. Now, again, we're shooting TP, usually target practice, but 20 millimeter. So if we penetrated a Jeep was pretty impressive. In other words, it wasn't like we were going to be tank killers or anything. But we would go out and we would do a couple of strafe, especially for Eglin guys over the water. You didn't have to worry about running into something. So do a couple of strafing runs. Well, Cheese strafed to Toyota, and Mongo strafed Candid, and I think Clouseau wasn't Clouseau with him. So they went, yeah, when they went in and
Yep.
lit that up, and when they came back and they watched the tapes and went, "Oh my God!" And then it was like, "All right." The next day, the frag, no F-15Cs are allowed to strafe. Like, damn it! I mean, we're all ready to light them up. But yeah, so strafing in an eagle is not a good thing.
Okay.
it,
So
it can be very dangerous to you. Well, especially I guess, and for those who, I mean, I hope you get Mongo's story sometime. But Clouseau obviously told part of it. He goes through. They don't talk for like five. They see this Candid and they're out there capping over, and it's like, hey, I wonder, blah blah blah. And they got all these troops out there. Let's just go in and take it out. I mean, we're out here doing nothing. We're contributing to the war effort. So they backed off and they dialed the reticle in and they came in. And he said, right when they got down, as they're approaching and they're opening up on it, all of a sudden everybody there shooting and crap's going off left and right. He said, I'm doing 550, 600 knots at 20 feet. And said, I can't even reach to talk to the radio. I'm just trying to not hit something, as it getting out of there before I get shot. And blast up and come back, and I could just see he's like wiping sweat off both sides of his head. Oh, okay, maybe that wasn't a good idea.
if you enjoyed this clip and want more, you can go to 10percenttrue.com, hit subscribe. You get early ad-free access to all my content. Appreciate your support.